What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel as you tune in and check out the content. Now, even though OKC is got knocked out of the playoffs by the Spurs, people still talking about Shai Gilgeous and the flopping, right? And the topic is coming up like how is his flopping is going to affect his legacy. And I made videos about this before because I think that I don't like flopping, but I think that it's easy to legislate the flopping out of the game. Because if the refs stop calling it, then I think that, not just Shai, but anybody in the league who flop, they'll just stop, they'll stop doing it. Because what'll happen is when you flop, you may cause a turnover, or you may give up an easy bet, give up an easy scoring opportunities. And so, teams don't want to do that. You know what I mean? They don't want to give up easy baskets or scoring opportunities, right? So I don't really, to me, it's just not a real big deal, the flopping and stuff like that. It's not like, somebody's taking some type of performance enhancing drug and that's giving them, it's so much easier for them to get these guys to quit flopping. But with that being said, Shannon Sharp, Chad, and Joe Johnson was talking about it, right? And so I want to play the audio from Nightcap because Joe Johnson kind of really, he kind of makes a point that I agree with as far as the flopping. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the audio, then I'm going to come back and react to it.
Hey guys, it's your favorite Unk here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't.
Else, they're not going to step up there every night and not acknowledge it.
I mean, what do you mean the machine? What do you mean social media? What the machine is talking about, what social media is talking about is exactly what he does game by game. He does it every night. What are we talking about? I'm sure, Mr. Presley, that's your player. You have to defend your player. But the eye in the sky doesn't lie, Joe.
You saying what you saying? You saying he out there foul baiting?
Yeah, of course.
Listen.
Is Mr. Presley lying?
Listen. I'm not saying sometimes, he don't over exaggerate, and try and get calls. But man, that damn game 7, he ain't do no damn foul baiting. That man was getting straight buckets. Listen, but what I'm saying is, this is a part of who he is and what he's done over the past 3 to 4 or 5 years, fellas. You know what I mean? He's a bucket getter. He creates a lot of contact. He plays through contact. He actually plays off of contact by lowering his shoulder, not overextending, but using them bumps to create space. That's legal.
Space separation.
Yeah, that's legal, bro.
Yep.
That's what people don't understand. Like, you can use your forearm, your shoulders, your hips to create space. Long as I don't overextend, I can brace myself.
The same thing with us, Ocho. How we do that? How we get that deep in
Yeah, I just think he's so good at it, bro, and he's perfected it that now it's a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, Joe, that's not a problem. What you just explained. There are a lot of players that have that in their toolbox. Yeah. Which about the flailing, the throwing your body all over the place, trying to create the fouls and get the foul calls. That is what he does all the time. I see it. You see it. Ray Charles can see it. I don't know if Mr. Presti watching.
Listen,
I know you have.
All right, now think about this though. If you watch a player who falls all the time, like Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade fell all the time, but Dwayne Wade fell because he's going hard to the basket and then he take hard fouls. That is different from what Shai Gilgeous do, right? Like Shai, just the slightest bump and he's going to the ground, right? And so, like I said, I don't like the flopping, but I think that if you legislate it out of the game, then these guys will stop doing it. Because a lot of times, most of the time when Dwayne Wade fell to the floor, he didn't get calls. He had to get up and hustle back down the court, whether he made that shot or not, or if he didn't get if they made the call, then he'd go through the free throw line. But other than that, he used to go to the ground, hop right back up, and hustle down the court.
You have to defend your player, but the point to where everybody is mimicking some of the stuff he does globally around the world and making fun of it.
Yeah, I mean, look, Ocho, it's a part of who he is. But he's right when he say that machine, because social media points out they break down your game, bro. They break your whole game down, and they may clip farm you all the way up for 5-10 minutes of you pushing off, creating space. And now, quite naturally, if a referee sees it, he gonna watch it. You know what I mean? So he just planting that seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, like I said, it's a difference between flopping and just going to the basket hard. Also, when Shai, he'll use his arms and his shoulders to create space, which again is legal. But then once he get the shot off, even if you close to him, he gonna go to the floor. It's to me, I think next year, I don't think next season, a lot of these calls he not even gonna get. And then watch, you'll see like towards the middle of the season, he gonna stop. He gonna cut it out.
Hey, like you said,
Uncle Joe, it's too many seeds out there, Joe. It's too many seeds being planted because we continuously see the same thing over and over and over. As great as he is, he's one that knows how to manipulate his body, manipulate defenders, and get calls.
Yeah, he does. And I think the thing is that what Sam is saying is that because you have social media and because you have everybody that has a platform, and even though obviously some people platforms are larger, some people have five followers, some people got 500,000, some people got millions. And so now when you get everybody that they feel they're a head coach, they feel they're a former player, they feel like they're a GM or an analyst, and they can put this a compilation together and say, look at this. I guarantee you, if I go back over the year, Ocho, I can find something. See, I told y'all Ocho was nasty. I told y'all Ocho was nasty. Look at it right here. Look what he's doing. And so that's what they do. That's what they do, Ocho. They take all your faults and they compile them together. And they're like, well, damn, y'all do realize this is over a span of a year, over 2 years.
No, I mean, if you watch the game, then, like when social media, if you watch the game, social media can't have that much of an impression on you because you watch the game and you know for yourself. Now, if you don't watch basketball and then they show you clips of him falling to the ground every time, and flailing and stuff like that, then that's the impression that you're going to have. So people are not, it's not like social media is like misleading people. People see what's going on and people's calling it out. And other people on social media may dramatize it and bring extra attention to it, but he do flop a lot. Like I said, with Dwayne Wade hit the floor a lot, right? So just imagine if somebody made a video of Dwayne Wade flop, and then people would be in protest because they'd be like, "Oh, this guy take hard fouls. He's going to the rim hard, and people, they hitting him hard, right?" So you can't blame it, in my opinion, on social media.
They're making it seem like it's all in one game. But like you said, anytime somebody finds out how to do something, over time, they get better at it. And so now you get a situation where guys have perfected it. Mm-hmm. And it almost looks like a play. It looks like they normal. Like, damn, bro, how you do that? Yeah. But they've gotten so good because they've seen so many players do it, and they get better and better. It's just like medicine. Can you imagine the first guy that got his ACL worked on, Ocho? Yeah. Boy, that joke ain't never walked again. The first guy that got his Achilles, they done gotten better. Think about it, Ocho. That was a death sentence. Mm-hmm. If you got an ACL, it ruined Gale Sayers. Mm-hmm. It was ruining players. Now guys coming back and having Tom Brady, ACL. You never know it. Adrian Peterson, you never know it. Guys have ACLs now, and it ain't nothing.
Yeah. Hey, Ocho, man, you been the ankles out and toe up with that shoulder, hitting them with that shoulder and creating that little space, knocking them off balance, huh?
Yeah, but that's not what Ocho talking about. Ocho talking about the flailing and stuff like that, right? I and there's an art to being able to use your shoulder and your forearm and create space without actually getting it called, you know, and Shai is good at that part of it. But the part where he flail and just act like, you know, who else used to flail like that? James Harden was one who used to flail and act like he was, you know, taking hard fouls. Manu Ginobili, I remember Manu Ginobili, but again, still, right? People who saw that, they knew what it was, and so it wasn't a big deal. Manu Ginobili was the kind of player. He was kind of awkward too because he was left-handed, but he knew he didn't flail or do anything like that in crucial situations that would put the team in, you know, at a disadvantage. And I think Shai is the same way. I think once they stop calling certain all these fouls for Shai, he'll cut it out. And you know, he'll just go back to playing basketball because he is so talented. He don't really need to do that. So I don't see it as an issue. Just stop, you know, the refs just got to stop calling it. And so that's my take. Make sure to like, subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment. And I'll check you all out in the next video. Peace.